This is one of those funny comments I get every so often that's you should avoid metal detectors. So, a little bit of background. I've been getting piercings since 2009 when I turned 18. This is the same year I started tattooing, and the following year in 2010, I started actually piercing. And this is a comment I've been getting that whole time, so this is not a new comment. But since then, I have not had my piercing set off a metal detector once. You want to know what has set off metal detectors? Glasses, the occasional belt, even some boots I've had a set of off metal detectors, but never my piercings. The big difference is most high quality jewelry is not going to have the same impurities or metals that generally will set off most detectors. It would have to be an incredibly sensitive metal detector, or there would have to be some impurities or something that metal detector is just picking up on. Am I saying it's impossible? No. But do you know what's going to happen if I do set off a metal detector? They're going to look to see what's setting off the metal detector. They're going to find out I have piercings, and I'm going to move along my day because piercings are allowed. Unless I'm getting into something like an MRI machine, then they're going to want me to take it out. They also may want me to take it out if I have to go into surgery or something in case they have to shock me. But again, that's a rare occasion and easily remedied with some glass or retainers. Some people mean this in a genuine way, not realizing that it doesn't set off metal detectors. Some people just say it just to be jerks. Um, I don't honestly care. The only reason I'm responding to this was actually a kind of an interesting topic to me, so I thought I would share this little piece of information. Again, metal detectors are not generally a problem if that's something you're concerned about. Um, I've never had it be a problem. And even if it were to set it off, it's going to cost maybe a couple of minutes in the day. Again, I've literally had those problems with glasses, belt buckles, boots, other things. And I don't avoid metal detectors. I'm not carrying anything that's going to get me in trouble. Okay, you're not cracking up. This is a repost, kind of. It's more of an addition, really. I got very quickly a comment that pointed out that, and this is something I should have talked about a little bit because it's true. Surgical stainless steel and surgical titanium are both what are referred to as non-ferrous or non-magnetic metals, which really is why my piercings have not been an issue in metal detectors, is they're that non-ferrous material. All my jewelry is that surgical stainless steel or titanium. Some people do wear materials that will be picked up by a magnet, though. Gold will be picked up. Some low quality jewelry is not surgical stainless or titanium. Not all stainless steel is non ferrous, there are different grades. We don't use any of those materials because they don't tend to be good as a whole for the skin. Some people do insist that they can only use gold, and that can be picked up, but we don't generally use that. But not all piercing jewelry is equal. There is still plenty of piercing jewelry you can find that is made with those lower quality metals. However, that does not mean it's impossible for a metal detector to pick up your jewelry, even if you do have high quality jewelry, because not all metal detectors use just magnetics. So there are other ways it can be picked up. However, it's still even then very unlikely. It tends to be far more likely that those materials will be picked up if they're in much bigger quantities, such as surgical plates. One of the things people love to comment on my post is about the very large piece of surgical stainless steel that I have in my nose, and even that has not been picked up by metal detectors. I just went to a hospital recently that had metal detectors. It didn't pick it up. So, like I said, if you have good quality jewelry, it's very unlikely it's going to be something that happens. And even if it does happen, it's probably just going to be a quick scan with the wand, figure out what it is, and then you move about your day. For those who don't know, like I mentioned at the beginning, I do tattoos and piercings. If you want to hear more or see more, you can always give me a follow. I appreciate those who do come and see my videos, and I plan to post more. You can also share this with others who also think that metal detectors are going to be an issue with piercings if you want.